afternoon, you could still see raindrops on the camera, and we'll probably see more of these as we continue through the day today, not only in Fargo, as we're seeing here on our Skycam right now on the south end of town, but also throughout the valley. We have the potential for rain everywhere, and on top of that rain, the wind continues to increase for us today too. We have a wind advisory that takes effect soon. We're already seeing those winds pick up. This advisory includes the immediate Red River Valley and many of our viewers in the south, and especially farther south down into eastern South Dakota, parts of west central and southwestern Minnesota, and a high wind warning for some intense winds we're expecting here today. Now, flood warnings also in effect. You could see all of them up and down the Red River. We've got plenty of warnings there, the tributaries as well, the James River Valley also under some flood warnings. Want to mention the Cheyenne, expected to go to major flood stage because of releases from the Bald Hill Dam there. And in Fargo, a check of our river level right now, we're at 1888 feet, and we're on our way back up here. We're looking at the river rising thanks to recent rains and potentially reaching at the end of this period by Friday. We're looking at a little over 23 feet, but we could reach that 24-foot mark again heading into the weekend here because, again, of that added moisture we have in place here. So we've had the rain since yesterday in spots, and we continue to see this rain just lift in with this system that will continue to impact us. You can see there's some bigger breaks in the rainfall, so we're getting a little bit of it easing up for us at the moment here in the valley. Though as we look off to the east, there's plenty of heavier rain over toward the Duluth area that's going to try to work its way into our eastern viewing area, and that's where we're more likely to see the heavier accumulations from this point on. So here's a look at our wind speeds. They're quite strong now. We're seeing gusts into the 30s to near 40. Our peak gust in the valley is in Cooperstown at 38 miles per hour. That wind coming in straight out of the north. It's going to continue to just drive in that cooler air. We also have some issues with visibility in spots still in Cavalier, less than 2 miles visibility there. But you can see on our temperatures right now, we haven't really changed much since this morning. We're looking at most places in the 40s, currently 48 degrees in Fargo and 46 in Grand Forks. So through the rest of the afternoon, that wind just continues to drive in. Heading into this evening, we'll likely see that wind pick up even more, some gusts getting into the 40s, even potentially some of us peaking over 50 miles per hour with this system. You can see the rain is definitely focused in our eastern and southern viewing areas, though we can't rule out some rain still in eastern North Dakota heading into tonight. And that wind just continues to howl. Eventually the low starts to move away, but not before that cooler air works its way in and brings some of our viewers tomorrow morning a chance for some snow showers on the cold side of this system. So don't be surprised if you are heading out the door tomorrow morning and you see a few flakes flying around. Shouldn't be heavy, but still that snow might be a bit of a shock again. And then heading into the afternoon around this time, we're starting to clear out to the west, keeping the clouds around in the east, and those winds remain strong, perhaps easing up starting in the afternoon, but still quite brisk as we head into the rest of the day tomorrow as well. So that's what's going to last the longest for us in the valley. Eventually the rain does move on. You could see this is in addition to what we've seen, that there are some places that could end up in that 1-inch range in the far eastern part of our viewing area. Those of us along the Red River and west really starting to see our potential rain totals diminish as this continues to move on. So first couple of days of this week really tough with cool weather, the wind and the rain, and then heading through the rest of the week staying cool, but we start to dry out again and we get several days in a row of that. Be nice if we could keep that wind around actually to help dry us out once again. We need it, but we'll take the break from the rain at least.
As long as it's not raining, I think we're pretty good.
We're doing better at least.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.